This is Laura Duncan from CSMS. Today we're going to be graphing more quadratic functions. On your calculator, graph the parent function and then sketch a graph of the function on the graph on the right. Now let me take you back one moment. When we graphed absolute value functions, when the absolute value function had a +5 inside the absolute value bars, what happened to it? Well, just like this, it shifts 5 units to the left, which is counterintuitive. You'd think +5 would be to the right. But alas, when it's in the parentheses, it's going to shift the parabola to the left. Now let's go on to the next one. You can probably make a good guess on this one. We have our quadratic parent function, y equals x squared. And then you can probably guess. This time it is going to shift 5 units to the right. Now you'll be able to describe each change to the quadratic parent function for each given equation. So look at number 1. What change has happened from the quadratic parent function? It's adding 1. It's inside the parentheses that's being squared. And so we can conclude that it shifts left 1 unit. Look at number 2. On number 2, what's the change? We have -3 and they're inside the parentheses. We can conclude there that it would shift right 3. Look at number 3. There are 2 changes that happen. 2 transformations are happening. First, this transformation means that it's going to open down. And the second transformation is -7 inside the parentheses, so that means it's going to go right 7. On number 4, there are also 2 transformations. Please pause the video and see if you can find both of them. So if you concluded that this quadratic function opens down and goes left 4 from the quadratic parent function, you would be correct. Look at number 5. This is going back from yesterday's lesson, but there are 2 function changes. So one transformation is this. That tells us that it opens downward. And then the other one is that the coefficient is 1/3. Well, does it get wider or narrower? So counterintuitively, we find that it is wider, or you could also say compressed. Now let's look at number 6. How many transformations are there? There's only 1 this time. Now what does it mean? Is it narrower or is it wider? Well, in this case, it becomes more narrow because the coefficient is a whole number. If the coefficient is a fractional number, less than 1, then it will become wider or compressed. Let's look at number 7. How many transformations are there? So please look at the coefficient in front of x squared. That means that it will open down. And then secondly, we have -4, but it's not inside the parentheses. So in that case, it means that it transformed and shifted the function down 4. Look at number 8 and try it on your own. For number 8, there is just 1 transformation, and that is that it shifted up 3. Let's turn our attention to doing the opposite. Now you'll write the equation for each graph given. What I'd like you to think of is go back to the parent function. What would the parent function look like? Well, it would look something like this. So first, note the change. There's only one change that happened. It shifted right 1. And because of that change, we know that when it shifts right, it's going to be in parentheses. Notice this x is not squared because we're going to put the squared on the outside of the parentheses. So it shifts right 1. We think plus 1, but it's counterintuitive. It is minus 1. And then don't forget that you're squaring the terms inside the parentheses. Let's look at the next graph. What changes have been made here? Well, one big one is that it opens down. And then another one is that it shifted to the left 2 units. So since we're opening down, we know we're going to have y equals, and that coefficient in front of the x squared is going to be negative. However, because it shifted left, we're going to have x inside the parentheses. It shifted left, so that's plus 2. And then the squared will be outside of the parentheses. Look at number 7 now. From the parent quadratic function, the change is that it shifted down 3. Since it shifted down 3, that means we're going to subtract 3. But it's not going to be inside the parentheses. So you're going to have x squared minus 3. Now try the last one on your own. Please pause the video here and note the transformations. So it opened down. That would be y equals negative x squared. And it shifted up 2. So we would add 2 to the parent function. This concludes your lesson for today.